What a finish. Incredible. Spain through, our first semi-finalists at Euro 2024. 2-1 winners over host Germany. Germany become the first ever host eliminated at the quarterfinal stage of the competition. But Spain are through, and they did it with a goal in the 119th minute. Bhaichung, welcome into the studio. How good was that? What a finish to a brilliant match.
That was the best match, I think, so far of 2024 Euros. I think it was a great game. Either team could have won it, but at the last, it's Moreno who just got that perfect header.
Incredible match. And there was just quality all over the park. It was tight at the half-time break. Dani Olmo breaking the deadlock there on 51 minutes. Germany then responding, and obviously Spain very late on, Patrice, but two of the world's best putting on a great show.
I just want to say thank you to all the players because they offer us like a great show. And of course, you will be happy and sad after this game because they are the best team in the tournament. And, you know, we talked Dani Olmo. What a good substitution, because when Pedri get injured, we were like quite worried for Spain. But it's goal, assist, but of course we all sad Germany is out. But I think Spain deserves to win the game. And again, I think Stevie Wonder was in charge of the VR tonight again.
There was a contentious moment with the penalty. We'll get to that in a moment, but Merino here heading home the winner. David, we questioned some of the change. Obviously, no Lamine Yamal, no Nico Williams, but they still found another route to goal.
Yeah, I didn't see it as a problem because in the end, this Spanish team is so good at keeping the ball, so good at putting pressure on teams, and they've done that in extra time there. And the goal, I mean, they got three players inside the space of the goal. That's how much they wanted to win this before extra time, even if they've got a goalkeeper who's got a record of saving penalties.
Absolutely.
Well, there was a moment that could have been a penalty. It wasn't to be. The referee not awarding the penalty, but Spain move on, and they now will play the winner of the Portugal-France matches. That was a thrilling match. One of the matches of the tournament. There's no doubt about that. It was decided very late. Germany losing in the 119th minute. They had done that the last tournament they host back in 2006. I'll get to that one a little later, David. But the play of the day today was the fantastic goal by Dani Olmo.
Yamal, the next generation. That's it! Dani Olmo! Spain strike early in the second half. It's the first time Spain have ever scored a goal against a host nation at a European Championship final. And it's the first big plot twist in this quarter-final.
Dani Olmo getting the scoring underway in what was a really entertaining quarterfinal. Did mark the end of the road for the host Germany. The first time hosts have ever been eliminated at the quarterfinal stage in a European Championships. David, Spain, everyone has loved them, but now going through to the semi-final, there'll be four players missing, three through suspension, and Pedri, no confirmation yet, but very likely through injury. He'll be missing as well, so they will be put to the test.
Definitely. What I love about this, and I have to mention it, is he came on after like 12 minutes. Almost. So he was prepared.
For the Pedri injury, of course.
Yeah, but he was prepared to come on at 12 minutes. And that just shows you the professionalism in there. He comes on and scores the goal. Moreno scores the winner. Of course. Two subs. And I think this Euro has the highest number of subs scoring. Some ridiculous stat. But Yamal here.
Third assist of the tournament, David.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great run by Olmo. You ask what Andrich is doing in the middle, but
I'm glad, David, what you mentioned. He shows Spain are ready because after 12 minutes, come on, scoring a goal, giving an assist. He had an absolutely unbelievable game. But I give him even extra credit because they are ready. So that's why you say 3 or 4 players are missing suspension. That Spain team are ready, no matter they're going to play. And you remember I said losing Pedri, but actually we didn't see the difference because Spain was still playing a good game and they won.
We saw them rest a few of those younger players as the match went on as well. We were critical, perhaps is it the right move, but in the end, they got some rest and they go through and they now meet your France. It's going to be a fantastic
It was
match.
a tactic.
Maybe it was a bit of a tactic.
Oh, my God.
But the strike of the day today, we need to move on. It didn't come from the Spain camp because Germany found a way through and back into this contest thanks to Florian Wirtz.
So many white shirts to aim for. Kimmich at the back post, that's it! Sparks fly in Stuttgart! Germany say farewell to Euro 2024. Florian Wirtz has pulled it out of the fire.
Florian Wirtz with our strike of the day. It wasn't enough in the end. It did, of course, take the match to extra time, but Germany crashing out very late on. Bhaichung, what did you make of Germany and their attack under Nagelsmann at this European Championships? Of course, Wirtz there coming on, making an impact. Füllkrug, Havertz was a debate we were having entirely throughout the tournament. Füllkrug never started a match. Do you think Nagelsmann got it right?
Yes, again, I think the Germans, they have second option whenever they want it. They can go and play directly, which the goal itself shows that they have an option to go into a second style of play if they want, and which they were very, very threatening if you look at towards the end of the 90 minutes as well as in extra time. And this match actually could have gone anyways, and they were more direct with Füllkrug coming in with. Halves there. I think there were a lot of opportunities. This was, I think, the best opportunity, and this was towards the end where he could have easily put it in the target, and that could have been goal because the goalkeeper had no chance.
You'd expect him to normally hit the target there. David Füllkrug has been so good for club and country, but just missing narrowly there right at the death.
I'm not going to criticise any player for missing a target. Let's be right. It isn't as simple as it sounds in commentary. However, when you've been brought on for one job, they're the ones that you're being brought on for, and he didn't deliver. So the argument will always be there. Should he have started? Should have Nagelsmann have done something different? He won't be. I can guarantee that he'll be thinking about that right now.
But David, I know we say Havertz should start for the style of play or whatever, doing the movement. But for me, it's not a killer. He's not a killer. I will never consider Havertz, for all due respect, is a number 9, a striker. So I will take the risks, but I'm not the manager to start Füllkrug. You say the way he come in, and of course, like Bhaichung said, maybe it's the end of the game, the defender get tired, but he bring like the stadium, the energy. You can see even the player, they trust him to score a goal. I don't think the German players trust Havertz to score goal. He's the manager trust him to make the system looking good and easy to find, but at the end, what I want for my striker is goal. Yeah. I don't care about the movement or whatever. I want goal. And Füllkrug, when he didn't start, when he come in, he's a killer. And of course, now we can say he missed us chance and everything, but he should have more time. He deserves more time.
We saw even when he was substituted on, he was getting the crowd up, bringing them into the match.
Positive. He have a massive energy. He have an impact on this team. I won't be surprised in maybe if the next game or next tournament he will start. He have to start.
It'll be an ongoing debate for sure, but the hosts have crashed out. And it was thanks to a very late goal by Merino, and tonight he's our change maker of the match.
Dani Olmo, Mikel Merino! In the 120th minute, Mikel Merino surely puts Spain into the semi-final. Germany are crushed.
Amazing winning moments there for Spain. Doing it in Stuttgart against the hosts of the tournament in Germany. David, for Merino there to make his mark, make his moment in the history of Spanish football, that's very special to eliminate a host nation.
Oh, absolutely. So the first time, isn't it? And what's ironic is where Füllkrug tries to power his header back into the post, that seemed to come off the top of his head. So sometimes you make your own luck, but he's finished off, coming as a sub as well. Another hero, potentially.
Amazing scenes, obviously despair for Germany. Patrice, are you ready? France ready to take on this team in the next round?
Yeah, we're ready. I mean, we are France. Tough game. I think Spain going to create more problem than Portugal. But what I like also, that's where I see our chance. I don't think Spain won't press us. You can see against Germany the way they were pressing, and that's what we like also France. That's where we can play like quickly, run behind. So it's gonna be interesting. But I think we get a chance. But Spain are looking really, really strong.
They are looking strong, and the feeling was very, very nice for them inside the Stuttgart arena. But moments that also signal the end for Toni Kroos. An incredible career comes to an end, not in the way he would have hoped, but you can see there. Farewell, Toni. 1 FIFA World Cup, 6 Champions League titles, 7 domestic league titles, 20 other trophies as well. What a fantastic career. But of course, Bhaichung, very sad for he to bow out at this stage of the competition on home soil.
Yes, again, we've seen some of the biggest names of world football retiring after this tournament, and Toni Kroos is one of them. I think he's given such a great service to the game and to Germany as well. He's come back from retirement. And again, I think he's had a wonderful tournament. And I think it's any player would obviously feel sad to go out in a quarter-final in your own home country. But overall, I think he's been a legend in serving his country and the club.
Toni Kroos, potentially Manuel Neuer, Thomas Muller. It is a bit of a changing of the guard, but Kroos certainly the one that has announced his retirement. But what a player, and what players they all are in their own right.
No, but I mean, he was the key player. He was the one that created the tempo, dictating the game. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything you have done for football. It's a sad moment, of course. You have to leave. Even he still got the level, because he's one of all the players they're going to retire. I think he has the best tournament. But sometimes, it's for different reasons. You want to spend more time with the family. But I still say maybe with the national team, but like Carlo Ancelotti say, whatever you're ready, just give me a call and I get you a new contract.
Not a bad way to be, but Toni Kroos has confirmed he will retire. That's where we are at for now. We're 2 quarterfinals down at Euro 2024. We have 2 coming up tomorrow, and we cannot wait for these 2. 6 teams remain. We will have 4 after tomorrow night. England and Switzerland, the opener, that one kicking off at 9:30 p.m. in Dusseldorf. And that will be followed by a very intriguing quarterfinal, Netherlands and Turkey. Turkey eliminating Austria in the previous round. That was a thrilling contest. That one from 12:30 a.m. in Berlin. David, I know you're very excited for the first one, though, and your confidence levels.
England are playing, yeah.
England are playing. They're all, Patrice, they're already through to the final.
Let them keep smiling.
How are the confidence levels is my opening question for you.
Yeah, I think, again, when you look at Spain and you look at France, we have polarised ways of playing football, okay? And both teams are through. So arguably, there's no style of football which is going to guarantee you to get into a semi-final. England will do enough and get through. That's how I feel.
I'll tell you one thing, David. If England keep playing the way they're playing, Switzerland are going to destroy them the same way they destroy Italy. And I'm sorry, Adrian.
No problem.
But that's my fear.
Facts, no
that's
problem.
My fear. Is like England already see themselves in the final. But, every
so Patrice is already going home after the semi-final then? Because if you keep playing the way that you were playing against Spain...
Well, maybe you could both end up in the final. Who knows? Bhaichung, do you have a bit more positivity for someone tomorrow?
I think, I've always said that the England side has got some of the best players in the world today. It's just that how they want to play. I think Gareth Southgate does play with the quality he's got. I think he plays a bit negative, which is very, very unfortunate. But tomorrow we might see a different side, because we've been hearing that he might just go with 3 defence, which I think is a good move. Maybe 4-3-3 is a good move. Otherwise 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, even that is going to be a great move. But I think he needs a system change. He needs to change some players, and they have that quality, they have the depth, and individually, as what Bellingham did in the last match, they have a single individual players that can win you matches in England side. And no matter how bad they play, they have individual quality that can win you matches.
There you go. Perfectly said. Well, there's some doubts over the English formation for tomorrow. There's no doubts over this formation tomorrow. The 4 of us will be back to continue this discussion as England and Switzerland are the first of 2 quarterfinals coming your way on the network. We cannot wait for that, but tonight we leave you with all of the key moments in what was another incredible night at Euro 2024.
Thoughts about Manchester United and Everton. The erstwhile great Manchester United are still seesawing. A draw with Spurs on the 14th of January saw them win 5 straight games, albeit most of them just barely. Then came the awful loss to Fulham on the 24th of February, in which they played a lacklustre game. Then came Sunday's derby, where they lose 1-3 to the current league champions Manchester City, a game where they go a goal ahead, defend brilliantly for 50 minutes, eventually capitulating to the obviously better class of their rival. Regarding the manager Erik ten Hag, there are still many complaints from pundits left and right. the lack of clear sense of direction or style of play, lack or poor quality of man management and constant poor recruitment of players. Since the 25% takeover of Man United by Jim Ratcliffe, it was hoped that Man United will progress to a more successful direction under his watch. Some pundits even think that Ten Hag might even be replaced come next season. Yet the stats show that he did not do too badly. He managed 61 wins in all competitions in his first 100 games, which actually is better record than either Mikel Arteta with 54 and Jurgen Klopp with 50.
Thoughts on Arsenal and Tottenham? If not for that one-week blip where they lost to Aston Villa and bow out of the Champions League, Arsenal have been by far the most impressive team this season. They have the best defensive record. They blow teams away by huge margin of goals, which leave them with the top goal difference, worth a point at least. Even after that week of disappointment, they are now pretty much faultless. It is not their choice, however. They have to be because reigning champions Manchester City have games in hand, which if they win all the remaining games, there is nothing Arsenal can do about it. They will be crowned champions for the 4th consecutive time. But the way Arsenal played this season, it will be a shame if they did not win the Premier League.